Ahoy there, pirate gamers! Guess what? Okay, you don't have to guess. The Pirate Republic has returned, and this time it's the Africa Gambit. No affiliation with X-Men 97. Well, let's inspect the goods. Well, first of all, you're wondering, why not just make it an expansion? But the more I looked it over, the more it felt like an overhaul of the original system. A revamp that squeezed all the bubbles from the solution. Like the Tidings cards, which do what the Territory cards did in the original, but this time they randomize all kinds of things. Like round events, letters of marque. These show you the political state of things. And combat modifiers. You'll be drawing one every time you start a new round. Or rather, your commander will. Like I said, a lot has changed. Everywhere you look, something's been tidied up. And that's a great thing. This was very obvious in the setup. No enemy ships can start in Nassau. No more doubling and tripling up in other territories, and such and such and such. Oh yeah, it's got that new car smell. It's also worth mentioning that the original 12-card deck has been given a going over. The names are the same, but the art has been given a graphical makeover, and it's a bit more autumny, just in time for summer. And this includes the 2 extra cards that are unique to each character that these decks represent. Also, the card backs are different, so keep these in separate boxes. The rulebook was one of your boss opponents in the original, and the new one has some hairballs as well. However, A, it's still a work in progress, and B, it is by far and away better explaining why and how things are happening. So we've come a long way. A notable feature in this edition is the global mission cards, which can be selected on purpose or chosen randomly, but brings us to a very big feature. Say it with me. Campaign mode! Yes, indeed, these sealed envelopes contain a twisting, turning pathway that lead you through a series of events that you cannot see until you accept said mission. Aria game. You'll also notice changes to the swagger track and player boards. And you'll be tracking things like deck upgrades and accomplishments, as well as level rewards once your career really takes off. The board map itself has some notable alterations in the West Africa section, which looks sort of ripped and pasted on. Clearly the look they were going for. Much of the gameplay, including combat, is familiar. I mean, it's still the Pirate Republic, though there's now a move value consideration that gives you way more options to use to your advantage. You know, to bring the fight in closer, or to flee and watch from a safe distance. Also note that some enemies will have a combat modifier icon, which means drawing another Tidings card to see how it's affected. Anyway, this one was a long wait, but now it's coming in fast. So this video covers but only a few new features to expect when you get your hooks on a copy. And dude, these embroidered bags are really cool. So check it out on Kickstarter, if you so fancy. Thanks for watching, mateys, and favorable tidings all.